יומיים לפני יום העצמאות בבסיס חיל האוויר לפספס בצפון גרמניה מכינים להמראה את מטוס הקרב הכי חגיגי והכי ססגוני שראיתם אי פעם, האיגל סטאר 2.0. איגל עבור הנשר של גרמניה, סטאר עבור המגן דוד שלנו, סמלי שני חילות האוויר מוטבעים לו על הכנפיים, ובכלל עושה רושם שמישהו יתאמץ בו במיוחד כדי להביא מתנה צבעונית ויפה במלאת לנו 75.
General Gerhardt, a very nice, colorful present you brought to our 75th Independence Day.
Yeah, it is special. I mean, 75 years of the State of Israel, and looking at our history, considering the Shoah, that we got an invitation to be part of the overflight, flying over Jerusalem, flying over the Knesset. So we are really honored and humbled and grateful that we can do that. So for that special event, we color an aircraft, so it's a visible sign of our partnership and friendship.
נחזור למפקד החייל, אבל תכירו את קפטן מרקוס, האיש שעומד להטיס את האיגל סטאר גם בטיסה ארוכה לישראל. קפטן מרקוס, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Excited to start finally.
It's a long flight.
Yeah, it's gonna be long. For roughly 5.5 hours, so it's gonna be a long flight, yeah.
Let's say 3 refueling on the way?
Yes, at least 3. Yes, we need quite some gas.
It's your first time to Israel, right?
That's correct, yes.
So you'll know your way, how to fly, where to go?
Yeah, obviously we know that. So we don't go just somewhere and fly around. That is specifically planned. This will be a very coordinated event.
It's not an everyday task to bring 3 jets from Germany to Israel, right?
Yeah. You need air refueling to make it directly from Germany to Israel. And we have a tanker fleet in Europe together with some other European nations. It's based on the Airbus A330. And we took a real young pilot, we took a captain, to send the message, it is the next generation now, for the next 75 years.
חופי ישראל ממעוף לפספס, שם שנשאר עם החייל גם אחרי 45. אלה כבר התמונות מעל המדבר. גיל-הר עצמו הגיע בהרקולס גרמני, לא לפני שסיים לנהל את חילוץ האזרחים שלו מסודן, מבצע שגם בו נתן חיל האוויר הישראלי תמיכה, הגנרל גאה בקשר הזה.
When I took over the German Air Force in 2018, my first visit, I went to Israel. At that time it was General Amikam Norkin being the air chief, and immediately we felt we want to write some new chapters in history. That's why I decided for the first time ever Israeli fighter aircraft will come to Germany and touch German soil, and then we did a flyby at the former concentration camp.
Flying together above the valley of darkness, making room for only light ahead, as we vow, never again.
I mean, you see the symbol of that. And the year after, I went to Israel again, and we did a common flight, wing to wing, side by side, over the Knesset, the 2 air chiefs. And now, with General Tomar, this close partnership continues. It is a military partnership and friendship, but actually it is much more than that. It's bringing people together with people. That's what it is all about.
And then comes the Arrow 3.
עוד ביטוי די משמעותי לקשר הצבאי-ביטחוני היסטורי בין שני המדינות קשור למערכת הזו, החץ 3, המיירטת הלאומית של טילים בליסטיים, עד היום בשימוש ישראלי בלבד, מהסיבות שמיד נצלול אליהן. 3. גרמניה זקוקה להגנה אסטרטגית על שמיה, המדינה שתספק לה את הפתרון היא מדינת היהודים.
If you think about it, Germany, again, looking to our history, looking to Shoah, and now we buy a Israeli manufactured missile system to defend our people. That's symbolic. That's really, besides it's a great capability. And there is a long-range threat out there. And we looked at different systems, and we decided to go for the Arrow 3.
How quickly will the deal be signed?
I'm looking forward that letter of commitment will be signed at least before summer this year.
ובכלל התפיסה הביטחונית האסטרטגית הגרמנית השתנתה בשנים האחרונות, בוודאי אחרי פברואר 22, פלישת רוסיה לאוקראינה.
Originally, Germany was the country that thought it can manage a small army post-1945 in order to, God forbid, not be involved in another war.
Yeah, but that changed now, completely. A lot of nations, especially European nations, come to me now as an air chief, the other air chiefs say, you have to take responsibility. We trust you. Please, take some lead in Europe and in NATO.
So how deep is the change, the strategic change of Germany's security strategy?
It's a complete change of mentality in the forces, in the society, in politics. And you cannot expect a country being in deep peace after so many years to change immediately. And we really have to watch what makes sense and what way we are going. Was the Zeitenwende speech of the German Chancellor last year in February, that kicked off this change. And now, looking again to the armed forces and to the Air Force, we have to modernize. We didn't really modernize the armed forces for decades, but now we have to keep up with it.
כשרוסיה עם הגב לקיר במלחמה באוקראינה, נשמעים בכל העת קולות שמאיימים להרחיב את המלחמה, רומזים לעתים על האופציה הגרעינית.
There is a tendency there to caress the red button. Medvedev is always mentioning the nuclear option. Will Putin go that far?
I don't think so. What you hear and what is sometimes on TV and stuff, that's something. We do the air defense policing in the Baltics. We fly almost now every day alongside of Russian aircraft.
And they provoke you from now and then, every now and then.
Yeah, once in a while, but really, really rare occasions. They know they cannot take the risk to provoke us too much. So the risk of an escalation is there with so many forces in the space. So everybody's aware of that.
But the Aero 3 will be there just in case.
The Aero 3 will be there just in case, like all the other systems.
גנרל גיל-הר מגיע לישראל מפולגת.
דגל ישראל עם חוליות הדגלנים.
אתמול הוא צפה בטקס המסורת המאחד, אבל הוא יודע היטב מה מתרחש פה ברחובות בשבועות האחרונים, ואיך טייסי חיל האוויר קשורים לכך.
Tomer Bar, the general, had a big headache with that.
Yeah, but it shows that this democracy is alive. That people go on the street and that even people from the military stand up and say, hey, what the government is doing, we think that is wrong. That shows it's a democracy which is really alive.
So, what are your wishes for our 75th anniversary birthday?
My wish is that this partnership and this friendship between our countries and especially between our Air Force will continue at least for the next 75 years. And if I may, if I say it in Hebrew, Me'achalim le'Israel aditov.
נחמד, יפה מאוד. Thank you so much for coming and bringing the colorful Eagle Star 2.0. Thank you so much, General גיל-הר.
תודה רבה.